Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a different kind of broadcast. I'm going to be featuring some, I'm sure, PlanetSide 2 gameplay combined with me trying to eat a bowl of chili that has like a quarter of a bottle of Tabasco in it, on top of me probably looking over some social media or something like that, just commenting on random stuff I find. If you're more concentrated on me playing the gameplay, you might as well go find a different video, because I'm sure that this is not going to be anything about that. Like, the gameplay, yeah, it might be there, but this is mostly going to be a commentary type of thing, so gameplay is not going to be my biggest thing. Alright, so I've had a lot of people texting me recently, some of it good, some of it not, mostly not, but yeah. Alright, just gonna edit the publicity on the video posting, because every time I post a video or I start broadcasting, it posts the link to my Facebook, and for some reason there isn't a way to post it publicly right off the bat. I have to actually go onto my Facebook and change the publicity to public. So that's like the number one thing I do whenever I open up one of my games and start playing. There's like this pause moment between when I start the broadcast and when I actually start playing, if you go to rewatch a video. And it's just me going on Facebook and changing the publicity to public, so that people that know me on Facebook or have me friended on Facebook can quickly get a link to the broadcast if they spot it. Alright, so as I said earlier, I made myself this bowl of chili, and I decided to add a little bit of Tabasco, and of course I wasn't paying attention when I was adding it, so I added almost a quarter of a bottle. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to take my first bite. I can already smell that it's going to be extremely hot. Let's see how bad this is. That's not actually as bad as I was expecting. It's definitely hotter than normal, but it's not quite as hot as I would have imagined. I thought my mouth was going to be like, absolutely on fire. I thought I was just going to be like chugging glass of milk after glass of milk. I didn't think it would be this mild, actually. Okay, well, considering how much Tabasco I actually added to that bowl of chili, that doesn't even make sense. Don't get me wrong, it's still hot. It's just not quite that hot. Yeah, that actually is definitely warm. Like, it's not like one bite keel over dead hot, but it's definitely warm. Alright, I just invited one of my friends to come watch me. Hopefully they'll be on relatively soon. I guess my next order of business is the promotion of a game that I am currently operating. I constructed this game called Veil of Shadows sometime back. It's a role-play board game. Really exciting. It's designed to host like 8 to 12 people, and it's just designed for a lot of people to play all at once. The more people that you have playing this game, the more fun it is. It's definitely like an action role-play type of game. One person plays like each class. There's so many different classes to choose from, and each class has so many different abilities. The different combinations of things that you can do in this game are just unbelievable. And I realized that I didn't actually have any friends that I could play this awesome board game with. Like, the few friends that I had that have tried it all think that it's like this great amazing thing, But the fact of the matter is that all of my friends have strict parents that don't let them do anything, which is really lame. But yeah, so I got this amazing board game and nobody to play it with, even though everybody that's played it would definitely promote it in a heartbeat. And it's just like, what, you know? Anyway, so in my desperate attempt to give this game a second wind of some kind of hope or something, I created a sort of kind of online text adventure style version of it. I know that a lot of people would probably not enjoy text adventure style games, but it's definitely got a different kind of approach or aspect to the game than what I had initially planned on there being. If you go onto the App Store, I think the Play Store was having some issues with it, but the iPhone App Store, the Macs or whatever, if you go onto the App Store, you can get this app called Storycraft, and if you go down the RP section far enough, you'll find that Veil of Shadows, it'll look like a face blowing, and then it'll say Veil of Shadows, and then it'll look like a little tornado at the end. And you just go on there, you just go through the characters listings, see which character you kind of want to play. As you play the game, you'll rank up and develop these ranks, and every time you defeat a boss or do something, your character will gain a rank and it'll be added to the roster, and you can look at the roster to see your progress, all the achievements that you've earned, what achievements there are to earn. Right now there's only one player that's on the roster. He's like rank 7 or something like that. He's got all kinds of achievements already. But as you rank up, new stuff will become available. There are rank restricted characters and cards and things like that, but there isn't any kind of pay or unreasonable stuff that you have to go through to get these ranks. It's just an experience type of thing. And what it does is it stops new players that have never played the game before from coming on and playing characters that I haven't even introduced yet because they're so powerful. Like, right now the only characters on there are basic class characters, but as these basic class characters go on through the game, they'll unlock stronger versions of them, or even new characters altogether, like new classes that I'll be introducing. I've already got a lot of the stuff made up, but I'm not publicizing anything that hasn't already been discovered. As players explore like dungeons and whatnot, if they encounter a boss, the health on that boss will be recorded onto an information chart, and that will be a static boss that'll never change. And every time the boss does something like an ability or a spell, it'll be recorded onto the chart, and the boss will have a limited number of spells and abilities. It'll already be pre-planned, but when you go to look at the boss's stats, if the boss hasn't used one of their spells, under that spell category it'll say spell 1 blah blah blah, spell 2 blah blah blah, spell 3, boss never used spell 3, it'll say unknown. So as players go and discover these things, they'll become more and more available, and as players play through more and more servers, they'll open up more information. The game will just continue to grow and get bigger, but I kind of need to promote it now. I need somebody to play it to start the discovery and start spreading the fact that, hey, there's this game out here that nobody's playing, that I, for one, I went through a lot of trouble to make this game, and anybody that has input to put in on the game, I am more than happy to listen to. This isn't a me-only game. There's no cost to play this game. There isn't anything wrong with saying, you don't like it. You're at no loss if you go off, try this game, and decide you don't like it. If you don't like text adventure style games, what difference does it make, But I highly recommend that you at least give it a shot, because I did put a lot of time and effort into this, and I'd like to see what people think of it, actually. Not just what one of my closest friends thinks,